So I've opened up our P reports and I'm going to quick save this with a 7 and a dash in the front. And we're going to be calculating payments. So we are going to be using a financial function called payment. So it is a calculation. So we do need to position our active cell where the result should go. So we are in E5. And we're going to go into our formula ribbon. And we are going to click on the financial list arrow. And this is listing all of the various financial functions. And the one that we want is payment, PMT. So we're going to go ahead and select it. And it puts equal payment in the cell. And then within the parentheses, we need to give it the rate, the number of periods, and we also need to give it the present value. And for the rate, what we're looking at is C5. So we'll go ahead and click on that. But this is a yearly rate, and we want monthly payments. So we do need to do /12 to divide that rate by 12. That gives us a monthly rate, which is precisely what we need. Okay? The trick with the payment function is that if you are looking at monthly payments, then everything that you're looking at needs to be in months. Okay? And the rate here is not a monthly rate. The next thing we're going to fill in is the number of periods. And the number of periods, in this case, is in months. If they were giving us years, we would have to multiply by 12. But in this case, they are giving us months, so we're just going to go ahead and click right on that cell and put D5 in there. The present value is the price that you are purchasing the item as. So we're going to go ahead and click on the purchase price. Whoop. Put the number of payments in there. We got to click down in present value first and then click on the purchase price. Okay, so what you should have is B5 next to your present value. That is the price that you're paying. The number of periods is D5. That is good because it's already in months. And then for the rate, we took the yearly rate, divided it by 12. So all of that got filled in to our payment function. And we're just going to click OK. And payments are an expenditure, which is why you are seeing them in parentheses. This is a negative value. It is money coming out of your pocket. Okay, and the formatting for that cell displays negative values in parentheses. And what we're going to do is use our fill handle and kind of copy that down so we can get the payments for these different models and kind of compare the difference. So we're going to be entering that payment function again down here in E12. It's going to be very similar to what we just did. So we're going to go into financial, kind of scroll down, and we're going to select payment. And again, we need the rate. And it is a yearly rate. So we're going to click on it and divide it by 12. We're going to click in the number of periods. This is in months, so it's good. We're just going to click on it. And then we're going to click on the present value, which is the purchase price. And we will go ahead and click on that. And we will select OK. And then we're going to use our fill handle to drag down. And that basically is just telling us the different monthly payments for various purchase prices. And at this point, they want us to change the interest rate because apparently the person who owns Real Photography found out that the interest rate is going to be 6.25 instead of 5%. Not a good thing for us because it's going to affect our payment. So we're going to key in 6.25. And then we're going to fill that value down. Okay, and all of our payments should have gone up because the interest rate went up. Let's go ahead and hit on save. And they want us to do this one more time. Now they want to figure out what the monthly payments are for a 2-year loan at 4.5% interest. And this is for payments on a fairly expensive camera. So we're going to click on the E20 and we're going to insert the payment function. And then from this dialog box for the rate, and click on the rate, and we will be dividing it by 12 because again, it's the yearly rate and we want monthly payments. For the number of periods, we're going to click in the box, and that is in months, so we're just going to go ahead and select it. And the present value is what we're going to borrow, so we're going to click on the price, and we will click OK. Now, they would like us to adjust this just a little bit. And they want to put a minus sign in front of B20. Because the owner is actually selling the camera and not buying it. Okay, so if we put a minus in front of B20 and press enter, that changes this so that now it is actually income and not an expenditure. So if the owner of Real Photography sells the camera for this price instead of purchases the camera, this is how much money he's going to make every month. Okay, so by negating this value for B20, okay, that's the amount he's going to receive instead of spend. Okay, so that is why we had to put the little minus in there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save. And then you can close out of the workbook.